Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon everybody. Hope you're all doing well, Earthlings. Today's video is to say congratulations to Jason Knauff. I wish I knew how to pronounce his name properly. He's received an order of something from the royal family, and jolly good too. He received it from King Charles III and was apparently presented by the Prince of Wales, Prince William. Now, as we all know, Jason Knauff, I'm down here at the moment, by the way. I'll just give you a little glimpse of what I've been doing on my boat. You can see all the filler stuff that I'm working on at the moment. I've done the back of the transom. It's come up quite well. Quite happy with that. Yes, as we all know, it was Jason who wrote the emails complaining that Meghan Markle was a bully and had bullied at least 2 people out of the household. And this is a big thing for me. I know there are lots of things with Meghan Markle that bother lots of people, like was she pregnant, wasn't she? That doesn't bother me. Or what colour nail varnish she wears. I don't care about that either. There's an awful lot of things with her I don't care. But there's a few things that I really do. And misremembering in the court and the bullying and the denying she had anything to do with finding freedom. Yeah, those are big things for me. Those are big things for me because, you know, I have actually seen people that I know bullied by either supporters or paid or not. By people like Christopher Boozy, Ellie Hall, even Omid Scobie. Talking of Omid, I'll have to dig into it a bit deeper later on in the week, but I did read that apparently he was an intern or something like that, working at the Mirror when Piers Morgan was there, and he's giving evidence in Harry's phone hacking thing. And I read a bit of it. I'm getting all this from Newsweek, by the way. Jack Royston, who once upon a time was very much against the Megxit community, but he's done a complete U-turn. And now he is really looking into Meghan and Harry. That's not to say that I'd let him off the hook for things he's done in the past. He did an article on Yankee Wally. I'm sure it was Jack Royston, Newsweek. But now he's positively pumping in the opposite direction. So Omid's given evidence, or is going to give evidence or something, that he actually heard Piers Morgan say, yeah, we hack phones. Yeah, do this, Omid, it's quite normal, we hack phones. Well, I'd like to add this to that. This is the same Omid Scobie who said Meghan and Harry had no input whatsoever in finding freedom. A whoopsie doodle, we then find out from Jason Knauff when the emails were released to the appeal court. Remember Judge Warby, dickhead, misremembering? Same Omid Scobie who swore blind one thing when it turned out to be complete opposite. So I don't know what kind of a witness he is. Not a particularly credible one, I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my scraping while I chat to you, if that's all right. Because it feels like, I don't know about you guys, it feels like we're all in one room together. Either having a cup of tea, having a chat. It's a really surreal experience. So I'm just getting a few of the loose ones. I try not to drop my phone in the water at the same time. I've even got my little palm sander. So don't you think that's a bit rich, Omid? Omid's going to be a witness. I mean, I wouldn't have thought he's any more credible than Meghan Markle herself, with her misremembrance. Never came across it. And the video I was explaining last night about that idiot, the one that I call, well, I won't use that nickname because it's a bit rude, but the prat, the absolute prat, who was supposed to keep our boat safe all those years, he told a load of big fat lies in court when I sued them, because I did sue them. I sued them for negligence and defamation. He said, never seen that boat before in my life. It had been in Marina Bay for 20 years before we bought it. It was a very, very well-known boat. He'd worked there for 20 years. He said, never seen that boat before in my life. They sailed it into the marina. They brought this trouble to our marina. Oh, really? I even got Google Earth shots of it from 2005, 2 years before we bought it. And I contacted the previous owner and I said, have you got any old electricity bills from Marina Bay? And he said, yeah, sure, here you go. And he said, tell you what, the best thing to do is go and talk to Knobhead. He knows damn well how long that boat's been there because he helped berth it. And I said, oh, it's funny you should say that. I'm actually suing him. He says he never clapped eyes on it before in his life. Anyway, he got away with it. The judge, who I see now is working in the British Virgin Islands, I'm going to put him down for a knighthood. I've made applications before for people to get the Queen's, or now it will be the King's, birthday honours list, and that judge deserves a knighthood in my opinion, even though he ruled against me. He allowed knobhead, kind of to get away with, oh yeah, oh I forgot, oh you mean that boat, oh, and when I said that the parents were getting drunk and smoking weed on the pontoon in the hurricane and letting their children get wet when we offered them hot cocoa and blah blah blah, when I said all that, oh I misremembered. And to a certain extent Adrian Jack did let him off with that, but he did say, last chance, one more lie you'll go in prison for perjury. And that is actually what really did for them in the end. And I love that judge for saying that. I got the transcripts and I highlighted them with a yellow pen and I sent them to each of the defendants saying, have a look at that. You keep this up, you're going to prison, because they weren't in court. So when I heard of Warby and the misremembering and lies, they're lies, aren't they? I had nothing to do with that book. I had nothing to do with that book. Oh yeah, I misremembered. Sorry, they're lies. It sort of tweaks that old nerve of mine from the days when I had defendants misremembering things, otherwise known as lying in the real world. So yes, congratulations, Jason. Well earned, and well done, William, the Prince of Wales and King Charles III. Thank you and well done for not only rewarding Jason for his time served, but also for standing by him and in public and not cancelling him and not brushing him under the carpet. The royal family is standing by him, and he was the man who made the allegations that Meghan Markle is a bully. Talking of her, not much of her around, a little bit of hiking in a really weird outfit. I don't know what that was all about. I've often hiked halfway up a mountain and out pops a paparazzi cameraman. It's extraordinary, that. And with her friends, but no Harry. It's all falling apart for her, isn't it? I personally think, because we all thought she'd do something to knock the coronation headlines off, but she didn't. I personally think that the Met Gala, NFI, means not invited. I think that stung of all the stings in the world. But she's hired Kim Kardashian's bodyguard now, and no doubt she's going, oh, tell me all about Kim. Where does she go to the hairdressers? Where does she go to a restaurant? Who are her friends? What's her mummy's favourite perfume? Things like that. Okay, just my imagination. Anyway, I'd better get on with the work on my boat. Hope you're all having a fabulous day. I'm feeling a lot brighter and certainly a lot happier having heard about Jason. Thank you very much for listening.